Hello everybody and welcome to Mondoid, your one-stop shop for all things Project Zomboid, and this week, U equal BTL. I don't even know what that means, man. I don't even know what that means. But, welcome to the blog post. It's going to be one of those weeks where there's not much to talk about, but there's a lot to read, which is kind of one of those weird blogs, because there's not a lot for me to digest and pick apart, but there's a big interview. Basically, the idea of this blog is to interview Ringo D, who is part of the Project Zomboid development team. More specifically, he works with AI scripting and NPC scripting and everything, which I thought we were going to get some enticing NPC information, but we don't. Instead, we get something cool, where we are looking at and discussing the modding community. One of the big things about this game is the modding community, as you well know, and one of the biggest mods that'll be hitting very, very shortly, or actually I think you can download it right now, is the community map mod. With the community map mod, it's a huge expansion to the game's map. You can actually see a little bit of a piece down here, right over here. This is just a small piece of the community map mod, and basically discussing what does Ringo D do, and how he got involved with Project Zomboid, and how he got involved with the map mod. The only thing I'm really going to discuss here is going to be the map mod, because how Ringo D got into it and everything is something you guys should go read on yourselves, and I think I've covered it before. So, what is the map mod? Well, what the idea is, it's very similar to what Ringo D used to do before he joined the Project Zomboid team, where he would grab all these different community-made map additions, and he'd slam them all into one file. He would kind of attach them, and then zip them up and send them off, and you could download it, and it would add huge cells to your game. And this is before the game was completely open. This was when the game would load in chunks. So you'd have the Muldrow chunk, and then if you wanted to go, say, to West Point, but this West Point wasn't in at that point in time, but say it was, you would actually have to leave the map, cross over this line, and the game would have to load up completely separate that particular part of the map, and you would then have to play on that map, and if you wanted to go back, you have to reload Muldrow. But now it looks like he's taking that idea and bringing it over to current Project Zomboid, which is a seamless world. And Bedford Falls is effing humongous. There's an insane asylum and all kinds of crazy stuff. So it's something I'm going to be checking out privately probably, and if I want to do something with it video-wise, it'll be happening after this playthrough, mainly because I don't want to risk killing off the save file. As we all know, Zomboid's still, very early in its development. It's still alpha, so everything and anything can and will break the game, so I don't want to break what I have going on right now. I don't know if it will end up breaking, but I don't want to risk it, if that makes sense to you. Other than that, in this blog, they do talk a little bit about when Build 25 is going to be public. As you all know, there is Build 25 is in closed testing right now, which you can go and download and play for yourself. But there are still bugs that are elusive. It seems like Easy Pickins may have been able to work them out. I know you guys were expecting it last week. I think the Indie Stone team did expect it last week as well. And we all know the curse of the Indie Stone team when they actually give you a date for something, not any, definitely before Friday or whatever. It never happens. One day they will learn to not give expected dates. But luckily, this is not a huge delay from when they said it was going to be released, and we should be seeing it very shortly. It should be the new version is going into closed beta, and then we'll see the game hopefully properly released in the public branch. But as always, you can go get this. The directions on how to go download this particular build is available on the forums themselves. And that's it, literally. I mean, it's a huge blog post because it's a very big interview. I would highly suggest going to read it if you're interested in the modding team or who Ringo D is, or if you're interested in getting into modding Project Zomboid. This is a good place to start. There's links and there's discussions on how he got started. I mean, this was his very first game he ever modded, and now he's part of the team. So seriously, go check it out. There's some really cool stuff here, and if you're into modding or want to get into modding, where better to start than Project Zomboid? There's a lot you can do, and you can really just make your own stuff. If you're not happy with the game or you want to add something to the game, that's what modding's all about. You can do it yourself. So check it out. It's worth it. So that's going to be it for the blog. It's a short 5-minute one, but what are you going to do? I hope you guys enjoyed it, as always. And if you are a once-a-weeker, I will see you next week. If you are a regular, I will see you later today. And as always, I'll see all of you next time. Bye-bye.